snare, which means if you're living in a town, you may not be able to get out. We're in martial law now.
Yeah, technically the interstate system's always been just, it's a military. Isn't that just a military? It's just a like if there's real, if they needed to, they could just close the interstate because that's not really our interstate. It's the federal government's interstate
I'm
system.
telling you, if you're going to get up here, you better get up here now. Get your daughter, get your wife, get out of town. Now.
We can put a request to our higher consciousness about that. I don't really know. I don't know the means to do it.
Well, if you look at the Huna, it's real interesting. It's very clear. You've got the low self, your subconscious, which is the Akashic record, and that is something that lives forever.
Yeah, the Akashic record.
That's the gateway through your physical self up to your Christ self, and above that is God Most High. So your Christ self is actually just the conduit to get to somewhere higher. And God Most High is represented by a rock on top of a rock. Your Christ self is considered your totally trustworthy mother, father, parental spirits. Utterly trustworthy, who want the best for you. That's why there's a confusion as to whether God is a male or a female.
God's not supposed to be either. He's just the sovereign entity that created the universe and like just established himself, right? I don't know.
Right, because the mother, father is our Christ self, which is connected to our body self, whereas the God is beyond that and is out there in the universe somewhere. It's laws. It's not a man. It's not a thing. It's laws. Intelligence. I want to talk to the God of gods, the highest intelligence of all the universes. Why would I want to mess with this or in between?
I don't think anything with genitalia created the universe.
I love it. You need to come to Crestone and make that announcement, honey.
all the idol worshippers out there. And I see where they get, like, God could have created engineers to come and they looked like those things they worship that became their idols, but I don't believe that the creator of all creation is one of those 10-armed Hindu things.
It's not that small. I mean, we don't have the brain to be the capacity to even be able to think that high.
Yeah, it's not even. You're not even really supposed to try to comprehend what like our creator is.
No, the only way you can comprehend some of that stuff is meditation, and then it comes to you in one big lump. Now the whole concept is like, boom, here's what it is.
I saw something in ufology. It was talking about UFOs giving people knowledge bombs.
Well, the problem with that is that the UFOs that we've been dealing with in the past were from under the earth, where, like Jesus, they would say, the demons would say, or the aliens would say, you're burning us, because they can deal with sulfur, and we can't. Yeah. Right? So they're going to try to make the earth desolate so they can live on it and own all the humans to get them to do whatever they want and eat them too. You know, what does the monster do just before he eats you? He tells you all the stupid stuff you did to fool you. Right?
Give you a little time to figure out how to escape.
This will be the greatest deception. They're going to be hybrids who are out there healing as though it were in the name of Christ. And we're going to believe it. And they're going to be in our midst. And we're going to think they're our best friend. And they're not. They don't care. They don't have it in them to care. They're not built.
Seems like before the Dajjal gets here, there's going to be an alien invasion.
Well, it already is here. If they can be seen over every major city with massive amounts of ships, then they feel that they have already conquered this planet. Hello? The people are just going, oh, is there a snare around me that I don't see that you're telling me about? Yeah, you're caught, and now you're in line. Yeah, they're coming in hot on the mountains. This is Bible. I'm not making this up.
but what about my career as a pastor? I don't want to really step out of the boundaries of my denomination's traditions.
Okay, well, whoever
I'm
doesn't
just
get
kidding.
killed in the first moment, okay, whoever doesn't get taken in the first part of it, wait, say that again, because
I'm just talking about like a pastor of a denomination. They're just gonna say, well, that becomes a career.
Yes, but at the same time,
it
there
goes with the
are
mortgage.
no
They got to be a pastor to pay the mortgage.
Yeah, but there are no atheists on the battlefield. How many people are going to drop to their knees and go, "Oh God," right?
Yeah.
And as many hours a day as I spend trying to find out something else that I might have done wrong, I'm still going to go, "Oh shit, I forgot about this." Why
Yeah.
didn't I
Everything keeps coming back to me. I think I cleaned out a lot of sins when I've done some of this establishing prayers and stuff, because a lot of junk comes up to the surface.
Well, it comes down to your dedication. Who do you dedicate your time and your energy to? Because in the end, God says, "I spew you out of my mouth because I don't know you. You never came and talked to me. You talked to this God and that God. You talked to this friend and that friend. You talked to this and that and the other. You read all these other books. You never contacted me. You want to know me? You read my prophets, right?"
That's how you get to
Now,
know him, is
Jesus
through his
was a
prophets.
prophet, but he did some things that nobody else did.